buenos días, muy buenas tardes, muy buenas noches. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. It's been a while. But before we get into it's been a while, there's a beauty in, at least for me, there's a beauty in taking your time to set up your cameras. For me, it's a process. It can take anywhere from 10 to 30 minutes to set up both the cameras, the light, and with the microphones, and still feel like something is missing. But there's something about that process that is therapeutic. Even if I'm taking 20 minutes to set up for a 2-minute video or a 20-minute video, it doesn't change how it feels. But yes, it is a very therapeutic process, at least for me. And it has been a while since I personally have picked up the cameras and done any sort of things. The one thing I have done in these last 30 days, I've been on a 30 days fasting of digital media, social media. To the reason why, there's no reason why. Social media for me has always been a platform to utilize to create, not to create, but to share with the world. Share, that's it. Share, not expect anything in return, not look at it as a way of life, as a way that can change your life. Because I always say, people, everybody wants to be famous, but we know what happens after you're done being famous, right? We go right back to not being famous. So for me, I am comfortable with my reality. I'm comfortable with my life. Always taking the time to improve, look for improvement, seek out ways to improve. Because for me personally, improving while living equals success. And that is the type of success that I've always looked for. That is the type of success that I've always dreamt of, worked for, and continue working for. Yes, I consider myself a very successful, famous person in my world, because in reality, it is really the only world that really matters. It is the only world that really should matter. At least for me, my world, my reality is the only one that really matters. Because when we're talking about realities, many people walk the same lanes, walk in the same path, congregate in the same places, may talk, even sound the same, but not two people live inside the same reality. Even if two people are affected by the same thing, I believe the outcome or that feeling, which it boils down to, that emotional connection that our body has, emotional reaction that our body has in terms of living life, breathing the air, feeling the air, seeing, intaking, comprehending, understanding, applying, adapting to a reality that makes each one of us a unique individual. And over the last 30 days, it has become more and more and more apparente, that more and more visible that no matter what situation you may find yourself in, if internally there is no change, externally you'll still be in the frame. No change equals static quo. No change equal the same. Over time, if you feel the same, you're getting the same, you're doing the same, and nothing is budging what one must do. Like for me, I don't have much expectations, but I do have a set of internal guidelines when it comes to progress and growth, personal growth. There's things that I look at that tells me that, okay, then for example, let's go back 30 days in the book. Today is 4/28.
4/28, 3/20, 3/21, 3/22, 3/23, 24, 24, 24. Shoot, man, 24 was a good day. Woo! 25, 26.
27, 30 days ago was a Sunday. These are my notes. I was doing a church live stream. Notes: Wi-Fi is lagging for streaming, since we were streaming. Streaming quality needs to go down in order to stream properly. And guess what? Since that day, the live stream has gone, no hiccups. And here's the drawing for that day. And there's a text for the drawing. And this text says, what did happen in the year? And I'm going to read a phrase, an excerpt from it. Amazing partnerships have been created over the years. It makes me believe that your purpose in life has to do with amazing people, and how we must open our eyes and just accept one another for who they are. Once we do this, we learn to accept ourselves. We start looking and accepting others for how they see us, but we know how they see us does not define us or who we are. Life is what we want, not what we make of it, because we only have control over ourselves. We can only influence others to agree with us. But what is the one thing we all really do pretty damn good? Is that we're good followers. We all want to be leaders, but we are great followers. But the point of this 30 days was that this is the drawing, and now move 30 days ahead. Also, a date. Don't have a date for this one. At 4/17, this is the drawing. Right? And at 4/27, this is the drawing. So, those who remain the same by choice. My choice is to never remain the same and seek progress, seek growth, seek knowledge in order to understand and properly see and take the steps that I need to take to live peacefully inside my reality. Because at the end of the day, my reality will never be yours, and yours will never be mine. Desmond Brooks.